So if you're following along, I've got this song coming out next Friday, and I'm just kind of talking about the message behind the song. Today I'm thinking about that, like that movie or that story plot where there's some guy or some girl who's tangled up in this pack of people that are just being crazy and doing dumb things, and they just keep getting in trouble, and then some wise person comes along and after they've gotten in trouble, and they say, you need to start listening to better advice, and they turn their life around, and all of a sudden they're doing good things. We know this plot. It's really common. It happens a lot. And I was just thinking about this one psalm that really has that same plot. It kind of talks about this person who is hanging out with this bad group, and he says that's kind of the foolish way, but the wise person is the one who's going to listen to the voice of God. And I think that's the whole point of the psalm. It's like, who are you listening to? That's really the big question. What voice are you listening to? And he says the one that's listening to God, the wise person, is like a tree that's planted near streams of water, that's planted right by the river, and it's constantly producing fruit because it constantly has this water source, this nourishment that's coming from the river. And so he's constantly producing fruit. The wise person is always on a good spot. I was thinking about this other teaching that Jesus has. He talks about there's a wise man and a foolish man, and the wise man builds his house, the foundation of his house, on a rock, as opposed to the foolish man who builds it on the sand. And he says the wise person, the one who builds his house, his life on the rock, is the one who listens to his teachings and puts them into practice. So I guess I say all that because I just am curious to ask you, what voice are you listening to? Like, what are the things you're listening to? Because I think God is calling you to listen to him. That's what he wants. He wants you to be connected to the source, the life-giving source. He wants you to be connected to the river so you can be flourishing, producing fruit in your life. So who are you connected to? So next Friday, my song comes out called The River. I hope you'll give it a listen. Hang in there. Let's keep talking about it. Thanks, guys.